everything that should be in Episode 2, plus some deleted scenes that you might not have seen in the Season 1 trailer. Episode 2 might be the most anticipated episode of the cartoon, and no wonder, as the pilot is on track to reach 300 million views. Since the episode was only 25 minutes long, it really got fans excited to see what would happen next. So, let's take a look at everything that happened, as well as some deleted scenes that we haven't seen yet from the Season 1 trailer. Now, we know that animated series are usually time-consuming to produce, especially with an amazing digital circus. They release the pilot episode and have to wait extra time to build a budget from the pilot episode, revenue and merchandising to start working on the next episodes. So we assumed from the beginning that the episodes would be released months after each one. So the creators have to be wise to keep fans interested. And luckily, they're doing a great job showing us snippets of Episode 2, as well as the work of Gooseworks, who shares a lot of additional information on her Twitter page by answering fans' questions about the series and its heroes. And lately, he and Glitch have been posting teasers, both for the entire season and for 2 episodes. First, they started GIFs of Pomni from the WackyWatch.com website to another, where Pomni's eyes are now opening, suggesting we're getting closer to some trailer news. And now that Episode 7 of Murder Drones is out, they can start promoting Episode 2 of the amazing digital circus. I think that very soon we will be shown the trailer of the second episode. They then showed us images of a few new characters, and now we actually know they will be NPCs with 4 other characters. The trailer for Season 1 was released at the end of February, which is a long time to be honest, considering it only felt like it was out a week ago, where we saw how the quality of the animation became much better. And in the trailer, the creators touched on many different topics, such as the problem with farm channel content and fake goods. But they also showed us snippets of the new character and adventure, and at the very end of the trailer, they even said that the episodes will be released when they're ready, which I think is actually a good thing that they're not rushing Episode 2 just because they're afraid the hype will die down, because as we all know, if you rush your core content, it will fail. Instead, they just support us by showing us pictures of the characters, like this picture of Kinger or Jax Ragatha in Candy Canyon Kingdom, and this picture of Zooble and Jax inside the circus. But that's not all. Kevin Temmer, who is one of the animators behind the amazing digital circus, shared a behind-the-scenes video of the trailer's animation process. And we can see many things in it. Of course, the pre-rendered version of the scenes looks very different in terms of appearance, as it lacks the final effects. But Kevin also shared some alternate takes that he created either just for fun or that just didn't make it into the final cut. We then see Caine revert to his original fake merchandise plush form, and he looks around as if nothing has happened, and his body barely moves. But in the final rendered version, we see him moving his arms as well, which is pretty much a constant for Caine if you look at his character. You can also notice that he is almost constantly moving his whole body or just his eyes, which makes him very lifelike. But imagine how long it takes to bring it all to life. And we see how they actually changed the pillows that we saw in the unfinished version of Kevin, where there were 3 pillows on Pomni's bed, but in the final version, we only see 1 larger pillow. We then see an alternate roll right after Caine shows Pomni 8 brand new characters. But in the final version, it actually looks like it's floating in the sky. But Kevin had a little fun with the animation, making Pomni move like she was electrocuted, which looks kind of funny. And after that, he shows us what the animation process looked like when he was working on the part where the bubble comes out of Pomni's mouth. The animators have to experiment a lot with moving parts of the characters to make everything look professional and smooth, just trying to mimic the movements in real life to make the animation look very good. And just look at that part where he animates Caine's hand movement or how the mouth moves and in the right direction when he says different words. It's like real madness, and I see how much work they put in, and I'm really not surprised that this process is not only time-consuming, but also a huge budget. We see an improvement in quality from the pilot episode to the Season 1 trailer as the colors look more vibrant and the characters look almost real, especially with all the new characters and new places to adventure. We'll see how far they've progressed by Episode 2. Kevin Temmer also shared behind-the-scenes footage he took for the first episode, and in the video, we see how he created different steps and runs for each character that they can use in different situations, such as how Pomni usually walked or ran slowly or quickly. And we can actually guess from these animations that we will see all the characters in different situations, similar to what we saw in the pilot episode. Now, they probably have a much bigger team working on Episode 2 because they have a bigger budget to work with, And a lot of the main characters' moves are already saved from the pilot episode, so they don't have to start from scratch and can actually use it. Similar to Gangle, we haven't seen Gangle run, but look at this animation. He'll probably look like this in episodes 2, 3, or whenever Gangle needs to run away from something. And Gangle changed his eyes depending on the mood, and Zooble added eyebrows, so they make the animation really difficult. And just imagine how now they have to animate 8 more characters in the next episodes, making their faces and their movements fluid. Just imagine how Princess Lulalu or the Chocolate Monster will move or talk. It will take a lot of work, but it will look extremely good. But now episode 2 is just around the corner, and Glitch is planning to release the next episode in May. And it would actually make sense for them to release it at the end of May, because after episode 7 of Murder Drones, they'll probably have to wait for the hype to die down a bit, since killer drones explode after the amazing digital circus explodes. That way, Glitch could focus full force on the amazing digital circus. And I'm pretty sure they'll continue to send us teasers for the next episode, even into May. And, to be honest, we'll be able to expect a trailer in early May or late April, because fans are starving for new content, and Glitch and Gooseworks are doing a good job of engaging the audience. While nothing will quench every fan's thirst for episode 2, Gooseworks continues to share character sketches or their initial plot ideas. That's how we originally found out she wanted to make Jax a girl and Pomni a boy. We also learned that the new characters we saw in the trailer will actually be NPCs, as Gooseworks shared this information on Twitter. However, I'm extremely excited to finally see the new characters moving and talking, especially thanks to the extremely high-quality animation. But we have to be patient, because we know that big work takes time, and there's no point in pushing Gooseworks or Glitch to release episode 2 as soon as possible, because their goal is to present the amazing digital circus in the best possible way. You can keep the hype around the show and make it quality so that it really leaves a mark. But let me know what you think about this theory in the comments, subscribe, and don't forget to like this video.